Morning, everybody. Look at my glasses. Primark's best, £1. Anyhow, where are we heading today? We're heading to Glasgow on the train. You see it? We're heading on the train to Glasgow and we're leaving Edinburgh behind. I must say, if you have never been to Edinburgh, make it a point of coming. But expect rain. You will see rain. Now it's summer and we haven't seen much, but I wouldn't like to come here in the winter. But yeah, it's great. There's so much to do. 4 days would be enough. And to see it all and to do the 2 bus tours. Excuse me, but yes. Would I come back? Yes. See you in Glasgow. Yes. We're heading on the train now up to Glasgow. Up to Glasgow to see Rangers. Nah, up to see Celtic.
We are now approaching Edinburgh Park. Change here for the tram link to Edinburgh Airport. I am messing up.
At last in Glasgow, and I am wrecked. But look at the room. Rose petals and all. Huh? Wee couch. Table. Nice mirror. Studies. Coffee machine. The bathroom. Let's have a look. Lovely. Very nice. Happy days. Dog. It's in the foyer.
Perfect, thank you.
Let's open and pour it for you.
Go for it, thank you very much.
Would you like to taste that first?
I'm sure it'll be fun, it's only Stelvin.
Like kinesiology.
Right in this one, they'll have to
See the darkness
so
in
your
this
taste buds, you're actually in tune with
and the
your
lighter room.
And this is the beer one.
I don't know what they are.
I probably like the beer one.
Good morning. Plans are today we're heading into Glasgow city centre and then I'm going to go to the tennis brewery. So I've been looking forward to that. I used to live beside one in Belfast, Bass Ireland, but yeah, I thought Declan wants to go to tennis brewery, so be good crack, a few pints. We've been here a day, but walking about, I think it's very quiet compared to Edinburgh. Edinburgh is there's more to look at in Edinburgh, to be honest. I'm not running down Glasgow, but I think I would rather have Edinburgh than anything. There's the Blue Lagoon fish and chip shop behind me. The Royal Glasgow Concert Hall. Yeah, big building. I can remember this here whenever I used to come over and see the matches. I used to walk all about here, so I did. Anybody know who this is? Yeah. Bound to know who it is. There's bound to be someone out there who knows who that guy is. There's been a lot of money pumped into the city, and as you can see in the sign here, £1 billion been pumped into the city, and I can't see where it's been pumped into. I'm being honest with you, because there's better. Edinburgh's cleaner. Edinburgh's a cleaner city than Glasgow, definitely, and I felt a lot safer than I did in Edinburgh than I did here, and there was more people. Definitely. This is made out of all bricks and bits for spiders and bugs to live in, and it's all the natural flowers, like the wild daisies and stuff. And this is in the city centre. I mean, Primark's directly behind me. I think there should be more of this in the inner cities, definitely. This is actually Sucky Hall Street, or Sucky Hall Street, but I remember it when I used to come over here. That's it there, Sucky Hall Street. And it goes right the whole way down to the bottom and right on up. It's one of the long streets of Glasgow. But that Black Sheep coffee is everywhere in Scotland, and I have to give it to them. It's absolutely fantastic coffee. So yeah, if you're in Glasgow, try the Black Sheep coffee. It's quite nice. Highly recommended. Telephone box out of Doctor Who. You can barely read the signage. The signage isn't even, you can't even read it. It's a fucking disgrace. This town's a disgrace, so it is. Absolute disgrace. What else can I do in Glasgow but go in and see the Glasgow tour? So, got a taxi out, have a wee look at the Glasgow, or the Tennents tour, you know, the story of Tennents. What else? What do you think?
Over on the left-hand side is a room with a big view.
You ready?
That's where you're going to
Oh, yeah. 2 o'clock we off.
Welcome to taxi.
outside it says tour starts here.
Welcome to brewery.
In that room, you know, you're going to be at the end of it. We do have some health and safety, so we're head coverings. We don't have head coverings for you. We'll give you a high-vis vest, and we've also got no jewellery policy. No jewellery policy basically means if the tour guide can't see it, you're absolutely fine. But if there's anything you cannot remove, just say to your tour guide and we can provide cover-ups. Got a lovely museum on the left-hand side here. We have retail on the right-hand side. You will come back down this area. The third level up, we do have a bar, but because you're going on the tour, no alcohol before you go.
Go to the toilet first. Oh, look at that there. Oh, look at that. Look at the bottles. Who was your favourite lady in the 80s? Was it Fiona? Heather? Who was your favourite lady? Do you remember that, Declan?
Yeah, I remember the ladies.
Sabrina? Who was my favourite lady? I can't remember. So yeah, they've got all these. That's a new one I've never seen. Then I don't drink anymore, but gluten-free Indian Pale Ale, yeah. Stumpy holder, yeah. I don't need them, you brought me loads back. Tennent's key rings.
Could buy Miley a little.
Yeah, we Tennent's dog. Yeah, that'd be a good. Yeah, it's not as big as Guinness, but sure it's the Brasso. My God. Tennents were among the pioneers of the beer can. So Tennents were the first pioneers of the beer can. See that? 1935. Yeah, there's an old tin there. Look at that old tin. Oh. My God. Tennents advertisements. You get wee lockers if you're bringing bags or anything. You've been out doing the shopping, at least you have lockers to put them in. We'll have to wear a mask to cover our hair and beard. Things like that. And you get the Tennent's Arcadia. Tour starts here, Declan. Tour starts here. Not the where the hype is, and we're on tour. The tea tour. Why is that the Guinness? Oh, Guinness lorry. A lot of pipes, a lot of pipe work.
See the lab. Now, if any of you have worked in the lab, studied in the lab, see the lab on television, that's how it's like in there. They examine the beer on microbiological level to make sure there's no contaminants and they make sure everything tanks, all my groups do. because I think I'm hilarious, and I call this the 12 Days of Yeastmas. And I know what you're thinking, that'll be a great song for Christmas, and yes, I am working on it. Now, if you're making an ale, that yeast will sit in the top, feed to the sugar, expels gases, it creates alcohol. That's one of the reasons that ale doesn't have a lot of gas running through it. If you make a lager, that yeast will stick to the bottom and give you guys a sense of what it was like. And it's nice to be here at the end of the tour, and we can see the cathedral. That's where that scaffolding is. That's where the beer making started in Glasgow in 1136, as the records we have, but it could have been as early as the 6th century, because that's when St Mungo first came here, but the records we have state 1136. You're welcome to do so. You can't do that until... Probably not be shocked to find out there's not a big choice up here. We have Tennents, Tennents or Tennents. If you like a Carling or a Guinness, the door's downstairs. Your company's been lovely. Goodbye. Joking aside though, I do have some alternatives. I have gluten-free, alcohol-free, alternative alcohols, soft drinks, fruit juices. Is anyone anything that's not a pint of Tennents? If you do want...
Yeah, she wants one that's not Tennents.
Yeah, that's no bother at all. So we've got a wee menu here. Feel free to have a wee look, and we can switch something out for you. We do have alternative alcohols, we also have soft drinks. For those of you having a pint of Tennents, make sure you drink from a proper Tennents pint glass. Now the reason for that is not the red tea on the front. Me and Tony don't care about that. What we care about is the white tea on the bottom. The white tea on the bottom, it's on the inside, and it's called a nucleated base. A nucleated base is laser cuts that have been enamelled over, and that creates a rough surface. That rough surface means those bubbles, as we say in Scotland, sludge. My old boss was like, no, they have to pay for it. It's quite a lot of beer. If you tap on there.
She's on I'm beer, so just listen.
Well, the great thing today is we're going to be trying 3 different styles. So if you guys want to pop over, we'll do it together as a group. So the first one we're doing is our Bavarian Pilsner. Now, Pilsner is a style of lager, the way that lager is a style of beer. You'll notice even just at looking at it, it's lighter in colour. Now the reason we released it is because it's 140 years of us doing lager here. So they wanted a bit of a celebration. So the first thing they did was we're going to release 3 limited edition beers. This is the first of the 3. So it's this one here. The reason it's our Bavarian Pilsner is because young Hugh discovered lager in Bavaria. I have had a few, shall we say, discussions with people from Germany, because a lot of them go, this is not what we consider a Pilsner. But then guys specifically from Bavaria, it's like, I know, it's because it's our style of beer. It's slightly different. Because one of the things that you find in Germany, do you know how that business model that you see all over the world just now, especially in the US and Canada, or even to other parts of the country, this one you'll notice it's quite light, it's quite fresh, it's a little bit fruity, it's a little less bitter. It's 4.7%, so it is a little bit strong. Release another beer, the profits of this go down, this will go up to compensate. So we're breaking even kind of. That's not what happened. This slipped very tiny and this went up significantly. Because the people who are liking the Bavarian Pilsner are often people who normally wouldn't drink a Tennent. So it's actually been really good for us. If you like something a bit more bitter on the palate, your traditional Scottish Tennent. Gentle with it. This next one's 9%. Oh, fuck. Now the fact it's 9% is not a problem. We have another 9% here, which is our Tennent's Extra. If you want the taste of loathing and regret, you have a Tennent's Extra. It tastes like a strong beer. This one, I do not think tastes like a 9% beer. Very easy to drink. It's got a beautiful kind of caramel taste to it, and that's purely because we use something called crystal malt, which is barley that's been slow roasted, and that caramelizes the sugar, which is where that flavour comes from. The Italian market, because they have mastered something that Scottish we have never done. It's called sharing beer. We don't. It is export only, does particularly well in Southeast Asia. Exactly the same. We're the only place that makes it, so when we ship it, they open the keg, it's the same beer. As long as the client's looking after the beer. But this great woman in the Caledonian bar, she serves Tennent's lager, which will be the 1885, which is the export lager. But whereas the 1885 is a little bit more on the consumer side of things. If you guys find Tennent's in the US, it's going to be the 1885 drinking, unless...
Altogether, the guy who was taking us was Stuart, and I have to admit he was brilliant. And if you're in Glasgow, take the tour, Tennent's tour. It's absolutely class. By the way, this is the oldest ball. That's better. What's video?
Yeah, come.
Last night we're in the bar.
I can't see shit from this. How blind are you?
Frank Carson with me. See they do the Caffrey Stout here. Look at that there. This is called the Book Club in Glasgow.
It's not called a book club.
No.
It's called Read a Bit More, You Dig In.
The last bookstore in Glasgow.
Read a bit more, you.
Alright. Okay. If it isn't far, it'll be out in no time. There's the fire we get. Ooh. Pass over. Where's Declan? It's bullshit. We're back in now to try and the two old dolls were having a fag. Put it right, Nick. Did you put it right? Yeah. Did you get it out? I just. Oh.
Yeah, it's like burning hot.
Someone says that they left the shower going and that's what set off the alarms. And everybody had to go outside. Day, but we're back up and about today. Glasgow in general wouldn't be my cup of tea anymore unless I was going over to see the football, but that would be it. But if you are in Glasgow, one thing to do is the Tennents brewery. It's definitely a must. And I have to say the Tennents brewery really made the difference to the 2-day journey that we had in Glasgow. And this hotel's good too, Dakota. Okay, be good, and if you can't be good, be even better. It's the name of the hotel, Dakota Hotel. And very good hotel, very good restaurant food downstairs. Make sure and go. My gateway up here, so we're at the airport in Glasgow. Had a great time, hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget if you like my videos, like and subscribe for more videos coming. It's in the weather's good when we're heading back home, huh? Unreal. Declan got a flight from Dublin to Donegal and he's home already. He's landed in all for fuck's sake. We're just getting on the plane, so you know.